Hello friends. So today we are going to see the chapter number system and logic gates. And today we are going to consider what exactly is the number system and why it is important in digital electronics, so that we are going to see. So today's topic is introduction to number system. See friends, electronics is basically classified into two branches. So one is analog or linear electronics, and this analog and linear electronics deals with the quantities which are continuously changing. That means as the time changes, the value of quantity is also changing. So that is important thing. Whereas another branch of electronics, that is digital electronics, it deals with the quantities which changes in steps. So the signal changes stepwise. So let us see how exactly it is. See, here you see that this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So here it is a time axis which we have shown. This is time axis, and the time slots t1, t2, t3, t4 is there. Now the value which is along y-axis, which is changing with respect to time. Observe carefully what happens in analog electronics. So see, in case of analog electronics, see here the value is continuously changing. That means as time changes, time increases, the value of the quantity is changing along y-axis, and it is given by this line. Observe carefully, as time changes, the value of y also changes, and this graph indicates that quantity. See, here it is. So this is another signal which is again analog type of signal, which is continuously changing with respect to time. So here it is. See, this is analog signal which is continuously changing with respect to time. This is another signal which is continuously changing with respect to time. So now here it is, when we observe this signal carefully, when we talk about, suppose this is the graph, and here it is time slot t1, here it is time slot t2. So if this quantity is continuously changing, then question is how much time it varies between t1 and t2. That means between any interval of time, how many times the quantity change. And in case of analog signal, the quantity changes infinite times. That means if you suppose this is second number 2, this is time at 2 seconds, this is 3 seconds. Suppose for 2 this value is 2 and this value is 3, then for 2.1 it is 2.1, 2.2 it is 2.2, or suppose for time 2.01 its value is 2.01. So between any two intervals, the total changes in the value of this quantity is infinite. And so we can say that it is a continuous signal, continuously changing with respect to time, and that is called as a analog signal. Analog signal. So that is what first thing. Now here we talk about digital signal. Now see what is happening in case of digital signal. Observe carefully that here it is a time slot t is equal to 0, t1, t2, t3, t4 and so on. Now observe the signal change. So you see how it is changing. Observe this carefully. Now it is in discrete steps, digital signal. That means it is not continuously changing with respect to time. You can see here between time t is equal to 0 and t1, there is no change in value of the quantity, it remains constant. Okay, but between t1 and t2 it suddenly increases to this level, and between t1 and t2 the quantity remains constant. Again at t2 it changes to this level, and again between t2 and t3 it remains constant. So that means this value is not continuously changing. For some time slot it is constant, then at particular time it varies, again for another slot it remains constant. This way it the quantity varies in discrete states, and the electronics associated with this kind of signal is basically known as digital electronics. So here it is another signal which you can observe, that see here the signal is changing like this. So here we get a square wave or rectangular wave. So again here it is during t0 and t1 the quantity is having value 0, but between t1 and t2 it increases. So it is at higher level than between t0 and t1. Similarly between t2 and t3 again it becomes 0, again between t3 and t4 it becomes high. So this way in stepwise manner the signal is changing, and that is basically circuitry associated with this kind of signals is called as a digital electronics. So now see, the term digital implies a system of counting using discrete steps. So in case of digital electronics, we know that the system of counting using discrete steps. So discrete steps, see here it is, once again remember, this is analog signal, either it is continuously changing, not in stepwise form, or this is also analog signal, it is also, or we can say this is also analog signal which is continuously changing with respect to time. But when we talk about digital electronics, so here if we observe that during certain time the quantity is constant, but at particular time it changes its value from this level to this level, and for this much time between say t1 and t2 it remains constant. So this way discrete states are there, and the term digital implies system of counting using discrete steps. So we know that the computers which we use are actually basically digital computers, and these computers use logic functions. Logic functions means we know that logic, that is AND logic, OR logic, NOT logic, and so on. These are basic logics. Various logics are used in digital computers to perform various arithmetic operations. We know that digital computer can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and so on. Everything can be done using digital computer as far as arithmetic operations are concerned, and for that basic things used are logic functions. So all these digital computers or digital systems are constructed using logic gates. So for example, this is AND gate, the symbol of AND gate is this is AND gate, or another logic gate, that is OR gate. This is another logic gate, that is NOT gate. So these gates are actually basically a main important component in construction of digital computers, and so digital computers or systems are constructed using logic gates. Now the electronic gate, these are the gates. This is AND gate, this is OR gate, this is NOT gate. So these are the circuits that is able to operate on a number of binary inputs in order to perform a particular logic function. So note that it has binary inputs. Okay, so now we are going to study the binary number system also. So in which we are going to study what is the binary inputs, that is 1 and 0. What its meaning is, and how they are used in computers. So now topics to be studied under this chapter is basically arithmetic used in digital systems. So how these digital computers can perform number of operations using logic functions and arithmetic operations in the circuit. Thereafter we are going to study what are the logic gates, how they work, what is their function and role in digital systems, and applications of these number systems, digital electronics, and all those things we are going to study under this topic. So let us consider number system. So we are going to consider the number system, and we all are well acquainted with the decimal number system which we use in our regular routine life. So that number system which we use, that is a decimal number system. So when we talk about decimal number system, so why it is called as a decimal number system and what are its characteristics, that we are going to see. See, in decimal number system we know that we use the characters, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total number of characters used in decimal number system to represent any number is 10. So these are the 10 characters, and these symbols called digits. So we can say that in decimal number system any number can be written using these different 10 digits, combination of these 10 digits. And as the total number of symbols used in decimal number systems are 10, so that is why the base or radix of this number system is 10. So decimal number system total digits, that is symbols, are 10. So these 10 symbols are used, and their base, or even it is called as a radix, is also 10. So when its base is 10 means what? So look here, when we talk about any number, let us consider a number 1, 1, 1 point. Let us consider only this number. Now we know that this number is units, tens and hundreds. So why it is 1, tens and 100? Because of when, say let us, this is one column, this is another column, this is third column. When number is shifted to the left column, its value increases 10 times because of base or radix is 10. That means if this is unit, its value is 1. But here though we see a symbol 1, but it is at left of unit, and when it shifts to left it becomes 10 times its position to the right. So here it is, this is tens, means here it is 10 into 1, it becomes 10. Again 1 is shifted to left, so it becomes 10 times to its right, so it becomes 100. So similarly we know that here it is a decimal point we use. So if we write here it is 1, so now we can have the number 111.1. So that means when this number is shifted to the right, okay, as we know that whenever a number shifts to the left it becomes 10 times, so obviously the value here it will be 10 raised to minus 1, that is 0.1 will be there. Suppose another one is there, so again here it will be 10 raised to minus 2. So this way value will be decreased by 10 times. So this is basic thing. So now when we represent any decimal number, for example here it is shown 70421.53896. So we know that this is a decimal point which separates left side, which is an integer part, and right side it is a fractional part. As per this analogy, here it is unit, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. That means whenever position is shifted to left, it becomes 10 times to the position value of right column. Similarly, to the right, when it shifts to the right, okay, so it decreases by 10 times to the right. So that is what basic decimal number system. So now how we can represent this decimal number system? So here it is, see, the digit positions are there. So let us consider a number. Suppose let us consider there it is a number. This number we are taking. Okay. So that is 6, 2, 4, 7, 4. Basically it is 62,474.786. Now if you look here, digit positions, this is a decimal point. So this position is 0th position of decimal number D0. This is D1. This is D2. This is D3. This is D4. Okay. So now we know that as we shift to left, the radix of the decimal number system is 10. So that is why here base is 10. At 0th position, the 4 will be multiplied by 10 raised to 0 as 0th position is there. This number 7 will be multiplied by 10 raised to, as the position is 1 position, 10 raised to 1. This is 10 raised to 2. This is 10 raised to 3. This is 10 raised to 4. So we know that 10 raised to 0 is 1. So 4 into 1, 1. So this is unit position, its value is only 4. But now we can't say its value is 7 only, because of this is to the left of unit position and it is multiplied by 10 raised to 1. So 10 raised to 1 is 10 into 7. So now this 7 indicates the value 70. So this number is 74. Similarly, this 4 is multiplied by 10 raised to 2. That means 474, and this way the things are going on. But when we shift to the right of the decimal point, this is a decimal point, to right, here it is, the position is D minus 1. Minus 1 is to the right of the decimal point. So it is multiplied by 10 raised to minus 1, that is 0.1. Similarly, this will be multiplied by 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 3, and so on. So here it is D minus 1, D minus 2, D minus 3. So this way decimal number is represented. So here it is shown, if this is a number, these are its position, and this particular digit will be multiplied by corresponding weight. So remember that this is weighted number system, because of when the position of any character changes, digit changes, its weight changes. That means suppose if I write here it is 1, its value will be 1. But if I shift that 1 here, it will become 10. So position changes, weight changes by 10 times. Similarly, if that one is shifted to this position, it becomes 100. So weight again becomes 10 times to the right position. So this way, this number system is also called as a weighted number system. So there are again two types of number of systems in which weighted and non-weighted systems are there. Remember, decimal number system is a weighted number system. So in general, when we talk about general value of any mixed decimal number can be given by. So now here it is, see, I have written one decimal number. This is 0th position, so D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, and to the right hand side of the decimal point, D minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So the same thing is, now what is the value of, let us consider this 7. So 7 is a digit, its value at this, in this number is not only 7, but 7 multiplied by 10, that is 70. Similarly, if we talk about this 2, its value is 2 multiplied by 10 raised to 3, that means 2000. So if we read number from this point, we can say 2000 4 into 100, that is 400. 7 into 10, that is 74. So that is why 2474. So in general terms it can be written as, suppose let us consider how many digits are there. So these are 1 2 3 4 5. 5 digits are there. Okay, so here 0 1 2 3 4. Now in general we can write dn. Suppose this is d4. Then next is dn minus 1, d3. Next is dn minus 2, that is d2, and so on up to d0. Point to the right hand side, that is d minus 1, d minus 2. So this is a general form of writing decimal number, but its value is given by. So when we consider this number dn, let us consider this is d4. Okay, so d4 corresponding digit is 6. It should be multiplied by 10 raised to 4. So here it is dn, here it is n. So remember that dn number, that is digit 6, will be multiplied by 10 raised to n, that means 10 raised to 4. So this way dn into 10 raised to n plus dn minus 1 into 10 raised to n minus 1. So this way we can write, here it is, suppose let us consider dn, that is 6 into 10 raised to 4 plus this is d3, that is dn minus 1, that is 2 into 10 raised to 3 plus here 2, so that is 4 into 10 raised to 2 plus 7 into 10 raised to 1 plus 4 into 10 raised to 0. So we can say here it is 6 into 10 raised to 4, that becomes 60,000. Okay, so 2 into 10 raised to 3, that becomes 2000. So if we add, it becomes 62,000 plus 400 plus 70 plus 4. So we can say 62,474. This way the value of this number can be calculated. Similarly, to the right side of decimal number system, each digit will be, remember that 10 raised to minus 1 means 1 upon 10. So this 7 divided by 10 will be the value, that is 0.7, plus 8 divided by 100. So that will be value of this digit, and 6 divided by 1000 will be the value of, this is 10 raised to minus 1, 1 upon 10, 1 upon 100 and 1 upon 1000 will be multiplied to each digit, and their corresponding addition will be given there. So this is all about decimal number system we use in general. But now whenever the world of digital computers or digital system comes into picture, various number systems are used. Actually, these number systems are very useful in digital world. The reason is there, for in a digital computers binary system, that means everything depends on a switching of the circuit, either on state or off state, and that is high voltage or no voltage, or low voltage, that is zero voltage. So basically it depends on 1 and 0, on and off. So these systems are widely used in digital systems like logic gates, microprocessor and computers. These number systems are used, and we are going to consider, that is binary number system, octal number system and hexadecimal number systems. These are which are used in digital world. So let us consider binary number system. So note that in decimal number system there are 10 symbols, 0 1 2 3 4 5 9 up to 9. So that is why its base is 10, and any number can be written using these different 10 symbols. Now let us talk about binary number system. So bi means, remember, by itself representing 2. That means in this number system, symbols used are 0 and 1. So note that only 2 symbols are used. So that is why its base is 2. Okay, so that is important. So base or radix of digital number system is 2. The reason is only 2 symbols are used. In case of decimal number system, base is 10 because of 10 different symbols are used. So symbol used are 0 and 1, and these digits are called as a binary digits. So it is also called as a bits. So we know that we are familiar with megabytes, gigabytes, and so on. So actually the term comes from the word bit. Bit means, this is bit. Actually the word is coming from binary digit. So this bi is taken and it is taken and it becomes bit. So this is binary digits. Group of 8 bits is called as byte, and so on, that we are going to see in details later. So this is what this binary number system base. So remember that there are 2 symbols, its base is 2, and any number can be written using only these 2 symbols in binary number system. So see, here it is. For example, it is a string of binary number is a string of 0 and 1 because of only these 2 symbols are used. So now see, here it is what this number is. So let us consider, I want to interpret the number 11. I call it 11 in decimal number system. Because of in decimal number system, we write 11 like this. Now you see this number, but this number is binary number. Okay, so how to identify what this number is? If you look it as a decimal number, it is 1011. Okay, but what I am telling is that this is not decimal number, it is binary number. So what is the corresponding value of this number in decimal number system that we are going to see? So here it is. We know that bit is either 0 or 1. So in this number there are 4 bits. This is first, second, third and fourth. That means 4 bits are used to represent this number. We know that if I say this is 111, so the value of this number is only 1, but value of this number is 100. So to the left side value is higher, so that is maximum, and to the right it is least. So to the right side the bit is called as a least significant bit, and to the left it is called as a most significant bit. So this is MSB, which is the leftmost bit in the number, and LSB, which one is the rightmost bit or digit in binary number system. So let us consider the same case now. So let us consider, as I had written, suppose we took some this kind of number 62,474. Let us consider point something. Okay, so let us consider 342. So as we know that this is 62,474.342, that is 342. So this is number. Now here I have shown this is a binary number. So look here, this is 1 0 1 1 0. This is a point which is called as a binary point. In case of decimal number system, it is called as a decimal point. Now this is binary point, and here it is 1 0 1. Now remember that in binary number only characters used are 1 and 0. No other characters like 2, 4, 7, 3 comes in this number. Okay, so if this is a number, so now similarly, now instead of digit, we are decimal number system, we represented this by D0, D1, D2, D3. Now we are going to represent it by B0, bit 0, bit 1, bit 2, bit 3 and bit 4. So here it is binary point. So here it is bit -1, bit -2, bit -3. Now weight is there. See here it is, as base is 2, whenever this is first column, this is second column, this is third column and fourth column, whenever position of the bit changes to left, the weight is increased by 2 times. So here it is, as base is 2, so the weight of this number is 2 raised to 0. Here position is 1, so weight is 2 raised to 1. Remember, in decimal number system, the base was 10, so corresponding weight was 10 raised to 0, 10 raised to 1. But now in binary number system, the base is only 2, because of only 2 symbols are used. So base is, weight is 2, 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4. Similarly to write 2 raised to -1, 2 raised to -2, 2 raised to -3. So 2 raised to 0 means what? 1. 2 raised to 1 means 2. 2 raised to 2, 4, 8, 16. So remember that any column has the weight 2 times the column which is to the right of that column. So remember that whenever any binary digit shifts to left side, its weight becomes double. So similarly to the right side, its weight becomes half. That is 2 raised to -2, that is 1 upon 2, that is 0.5, 0.25, 0.125 and so on. So this way binary number. Now let us consider what is the value of this binary number. So here it is 0 multiplied by this number. 0 multiplied by 1, that is 0. Let us consider this number. So what its value is, that is 1 multiplied by 16, that is a 16. So this number is 16 plus, here it is 0 multiplied by 8 or 2 raised to 3, that is 0, plus 4 into 1, that is 4, plus 2 into 1, that is 2, plus 0 into 1, 0. So 16 plus 4, 20 and 22. So now we can say this 16 plus 4, 20 plus 2, 22. So 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 is the binary number which is equivalent to 22 in decimal number system. Similarly, you can calculate the value to the right of the binary point. Okay, so this is basic idea of binary number. So remember, again it is weighted number system. This is digital binary number. Corresponding weights according to position, and whenever bit shifts to left, its weights become 2 times, and to the right of binary point it becomes half to the left column, that you remember. So in general value of any mixed binary number, here it is Bn. Let us consider this is the nth bit, that is Bn. Now here value of n is 4. So this is Bn. Next number is Bn minus 1, that is B3, Bn minus 2, that is B2 and so on. Then binary point, and to the right, that is B minus 1, B minus 2, B minus 3. Now as we already saw, the value of that number is given by, so Bn, bit Bn will be multiplied by the weight, that is 2 raised to n. So see, n is 4, so here it is 2 raised to 4, that is equal to 16. So the value of this digit in this number is 16. So that is why we wrote here 16. Plus, we are talking about next bit, that is bn minus 2. So b4, 4 minus 1 is 3. So b3, but b3, value of b3 is 0. Okay, but that number should be multiplied by this weight, but 0 multiplied by 8, term is 0. So here this term is 0. Plus, next b, next, that is this minus 1, that is b2. So b2 into this weight. So 1 into 4, that is 4, plus, and so on. So this way we can find out the value of binary number in terms of decimal number. So remember this important thing. So here the table shows the relation between decimal number and binary number. So here it is, see, the 0. So here a group of 4 bits are used to represent a number. So 0 means all bits are 0, its value is 0. But 1, that is 0, 0, 0, 1. So why it is 1? So when we say it is 0, 0, 0, 1, it is B0. This value will be multiplied by 2 raised to 0. 2 raised to 0 is nothing but 1. So 1 multiplied by 1, that is equal to 1. So its value is 1. Similarly, this is 2, 0, 0, 1, 0. So now instead of this, if you take 0, 0, 1, 0, so this is B0, now this is B1. But we know that the multiplier is 2 raised to 1. So 2 raised to 1 is 2 multiplied by this. So that is why it is 2. So 0, 0, 1, 0 is 2. Similarly 3, 2 plus 1, 3, and so on the binary numbers. So 15, that is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So this way binary numbers can be written and formed. So this is what the binary number systems which we are going to use or study under this chapter, and we should understand how we can convert decimal into binary and binary into decimal. So binary to decimal conversion, it is a simple thing that which we saw here. It is, see, this is binary number system. Actually we have already studied an example. We took this binary number, okay, and we converted into this. So see, here it is, this is a binary number, okay, corresponding weights are there, and we multiplied that things. We already saw how to convert that number. Let us consider that we want to convert decimal number to the binary number. So let us consider we are given this number 34, which is a decimal number. Remember that if this is number and outside the bracket 10 is written, it is a decimal number. Okay, so if I write here 34 and outside the bracket, so it is called as a binary number. No, pay your attention that though we write here 2 here, but in binary number system characters, valid characters are only 0 and 1. 3 and 4, these characters are not used in binary number, so this is wrong. Okay, so remember that whenever there will be a binary number, the digits or characters in the number will be only 0 and 1, combination of 0 and 1s. So here it is decimal number. Now we have to convert it into corresponding binary number. So how it can be converted? So remember that we are going to take this 34. The procedure is very simple, that divide it by 2. So remember that decimal to binary conversion, this 34 is a decimal number. What will be corresponding binary number? So if you divide it by 2, we get quotient 17. 17 times 2 is equal to 34. So obviously remainder is 0. So remainder is 0, okay, but quotient is 17. So again we take 17 and divide it by 2. So now 8 2s are 16. So remainder is 1. Again we take 8 divided by 2. So here it is what is happening. We get 4 2s are 8 and remainder is 0. Again we divide 4 by 2, we get, here it is 2 2s are 4, remainder is 0. Again 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. Again remainder is 0, and 1 divided by 2, that is equal to 0, and remainder is 1. Okay, so this way we get either remainder 0 or 1. So we have to continue this process till here we get the quantity indivisible, that is smaller than 2, and we get corresponding number. So the topmost bit is LSB and downmost or lowermost bit is MSB. So here it is 1 0 0 0 1 0. So see 1 0 0 0 1 0. This is equivalent to 34. So how it is? Let us consider. So let us consider this number. See 1 0 0 0 1 0. We know that B0 has weight 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. We can see that 16 multiplied by 0 is cancelled, 8 multiplied by 0 cancel, 4 multiplied by 0 cancel, and 1 multiplied by 0 cancel. So remains only 32 plus this 2 into 1, 2. So 32 plus 2, that is equal to 34, and that is why decimal number 34 is exactly equal to the corresponding binary number 100010. This is a binary number. So this way we can convert any decimal number into corresponding binary number. So procedure is we have to divide it by the value 2.